This is Charles from Alex-Tronix, and this is a quick demonstration of the TB2 panel tester. This will allow you to test all Alex-Tronix panels out in the field without having to drive back to see if the panel's good or you might have a problem with the rest of the system. It includes a test unit and all cables and adapters to test Alex-Tronix 3 through 32 station controllers. Each type will have its own adapter board. For example, this is the F4 and F8 board. The larger controllers have a two-piece to plug in where the harness would be. It is USB chargeable with a USB micro plug. We include a little charger along with it, but any USB source should be able to charge this by plugging into this socket here. Let me demonstrate on a 4-station controller. So a typical F4, F8 controller will have a single connector here. Make sure that all the stations are programmed to run. I recommend adding some PD delay as well. If you have a unit that's a fused unit, make sure the fuse is good, or else you may not see anything. If it is a circuit breaker, go ahead and push, make sure the circuit breaker is not tripped. If either the fuse is blown or the circuit breaker is tripped, it's a good indication you got a problem going on with the solenoid. The tester itself is keyed, so the cable will plug into here. Go ahead and tighten that. Select your appropriate adapter. Plug it into its end. Tighten that down. And then how these plug in is the cable will run across the board. If equipped, this is for connecting to test the PD. Go ahead and power the tester on, and this light should come on. Make sure that the controller is in the DC position, or else it may not show anything. Some might, but it may not show anything. Go ahead and turn the controller on. Let it go through its startup. And once it's gone through startup, if it happened to be in flush last time it turned on, it'll turn back on. But you can go ahead and step through each station. For example, this one's an 8, so it should go through 8. You can turn the PD on, and if you have a delay, it'll say idle with PD, telling you that that input is good. If you have an FM controller with a sensor, pressing these will give you it'll show something on the display, so you know that the input is functional. You can also use this for testing timing by, for example, let's set it to something so 4 seconds per tank. Go ahead and turn it on, and it'll time out in 4 seconds and go on to the next output. Dwells 10 seconds. I'll wait for it to go through. There we go. And so on and so forth. If you have a station that doesn't turn on, it's a pretty good indication that there's a problem in the board. If nothing turns on and it doesn't even power up, then you've got another issue. That panel's got to come and repair. But this should really save you some time to know, do I have an actual panel problem? Does this thing need to go back in? Is the problem somewhere else with the filter system? And save you that one extra trip from having to drive back and forward. If you know you've got a bad panel, just go ahead and swap it out there, send the other one in, or can allow you to readily troubleshoot solenoids or wiring. Also, don't forget to, if the panel works in this but not in the control box, test the transformer or battery or however they have the controller hooked up to be powered. You may have an issue there. Otherwise, if you have any questions with troubleshooting, please feel free to call in to Alex-Tronix. Every day we do free over-the-phone troubleshooting. You can reach us at 559-276-2888 and ask for service, and we will get on the phone and walk you through this over the phone, help you get the system running while you're there. Have a great day.